Hello there, 5th grade class. I'm super happy that you are here and I hope that you are as ready as I am to start with today's class. As you might know, we're going to start this session or this video by doing a review about the activities that we did yesterday at the last video. In yesterday's video, it was a little bit long, I know that, but it was important for us to review about the present simple tense in passive voice and past simple tense in passive voice. Remember that to make sentences in present simple but in passive voice, we need to just write, of course, the subject, and then we're going to use or write the verb to be, is or are, depending just if it's plural or singular. As you can see in here, our subject is plural. Watermelons is plural. If it says watermelon, of course it will be singular. But as we have plural, we're going to use are. Then we're going to use the verb in past participle, that in this case is grow, but in past participle is going to be grown, okay? So what about in past simple tense passive voice? Of course, the subject, in this case we have singular, but the thing that changes in here is that we are not going to use are or is, we're going to use was or were because it's past, okay? And then we're going to write our verb, of course, in past participle. Build in present, build in past participle, okay? And that's it. We did also pages 79 and 80. And remember that you needed to record a video reading conversation in exercise 10. That was this one. You could ask someone from your family or a friend to help you to record this, or you could just record it by your own. Remember, if you haven't sent this to me, it's important that you do it. You have more days to do it, but please don't worry. If you are afraid of sending me your videos, it's okay. And just like your friend, if you want to see it that way, don't worry about it. I'm not going to judge you, but it's important for you to send your videos, okay? Also, these 2 pages. And today we're going to review more about passive voice because I've seen that you keep having questions about this, and it's difficult, I know that, but if you practice and practice it, you're going to get it perfectly, okay? So passive voice, remember that we can write sentences in passive voice in present and in past simple, okay? Present simple or past simple. Remember, as I was telling you, you always start your sentences by the subject, okay? So we have the subject in here: cars, corn, this shirt, chess, games. Those are my subjects, okay? Remember that if we have in present simple, we just have 2 options between using verb to be are or is. In this case, no usamos am porque no tiene nada que ver, okay? Solo tenemos 2 opciones, are or is. And next to it, we're going to write whichever the verb is, el que sea, el que nos den, el que vayamos a usar, but it needs to be in past participle, okay? Recuerda las tablas que vimos, tienes que conseguir la tuya, imprimir la tuya, copy it, etc. Okay? In this case, we have produced or grown, que ya están en past participle. Y luego el complemento, en este caso, yo quise usar countries in Germany or in the United States. Then we have past simple, okay? We have this shirt was designed in New Zealand, okay? We have our subject, verb to be in past. Ahora, como estamos in past, vamos a usar was o were. No hay de otra, solo tenemos esas 2 opciones. Was o were, y luego vamos a poner nuestro verb, main verb, in past participle. Lo único que cambia es verb to be in present or verb to be in past. In this case, I use design in New Zealand. Chess games were invented in India, and that's it. Okay, so I think that we can go to workbook pages 91 and 81 and 81 and 82. Activity 13 on page 81. It says look and complete the sentences. use the past simple passive form of the verbs. Past simple passive voice of the verbs. That means that you are going to use was or were and the verb, main verb in past participle, okay? Okay, so we have the pictures in here, number 1, this number 2, 3, and 4, depending on this. For example, in the first blank, chess blank probably invent in India. Okay, en the first blank, esta es la única en la que te dan dos blanks porque metieron una palabra extra. In this first blank, you're going to write if it's was or were. En todo este ejercicio solo vamos a usar was or were because it says past simple passive form of the verbs. Ok, in this case, aquí pondríamos was or were. Tú me dirás cuál es. Chess, was or were, probably invent in India. Ahora vamos a escribir invent aquí, pero en su forma past participle. In this case, en este te voy a ayudar, es regular, so in this case it is invented, okay? In 1783, the first hot air balloon blank flight, okay? Entonces aquí vamos a decidir si es was o were y la forma del past participle fly. Number 3, the first shopping cart was or were make, ¿cómo sería en past participle? In 1937. Y lo mismo, number 4, the phonograph or recorder played was or were introduced. ¿Cómo pondríamos introduce en past participle? In 1877 by Thomas Edison. Activity 14, unscramble the words, use them to write sentences. Use the present simple passive form of the verb, ¿ok? Ok, so aquí tenemos las imágenes y vamos a buscar cuál es su nombre. Ya tenemos el ejemplo. Ok, aquí dice cars y el verbo es la segunda palabra. That's the verb. Ok, so cars produce, cars are produced in Brazil. Ok, aquí tenemos otra palabra. What is it? What do we have in this picture? Es la palabra que va a ir aquí. Ahora tenemos aquí el verbo. Tenemos que buscar qué palabras son, ¿ok? So, we are going to write sentences with those words. For example, gold is mined in Peru, ¿ok? La segunda es el verbo, ¿ok? So, what is this? Ya tenemos aquí el nombre, pero tenemos que poner las letras en el orden. Then we have the verb, y lo vamos a escribir aquí. Now, we need to write a sentence using the word or the name of this picture and make sentences. For example, chess is played all over the world, pots are made of rubber, etc. Okay? So, if this wasn't clear, please ask me, mándame un mensaje si no está claro, okay? Activity 15 on page 82. 15, match the words with the definitions, write the letters, okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you don't know these words, you can find them on the internet or you can use a dictionary. I'd rather you to use a dictionary and match with their meanings. Activity 16 says read and complete the word with the words from the box. Then listen and check, okay? Distribution center, fresh, local, pollution, and typical, okay? Farmers markets and our future, okay? I'm going to play the audio and it's easy. You just need to fill in the blanks with the words from the box and that's it, okay? So let's listen to it carefully. Let's pay attention to it.
Book, page 82, activity 16. Read and complete with the words from the box. Then listen and check. Farmers markets and our future.
Where does your family buy fresh fruits and vegetables from? Do you go to a supermarket or do you go to a farmer's market? All over the world, farmers gather on specific days in specific places, like a park or parking lot, to sell their produce directly to customers. Their produce is fresh, often picked just the day before. It's also seasonal, which means that in the summer, you can buy only summer fruits and vegetables, and in the winter, You can buy only winter fruits and vegetables. Some farmers markets also have live entertainment, like singers and musicians, and sell things other than produce, like crafts made by local people. So they can be a great place to find and buy gifts for people and just to have fun. Shopping at a farmer's market can be a good thing to do. Here's why. A. You can meet local farmers and learn about their produce. You can find out what's in season, and some farmers may give advice on how to prepare and cook their produce. B. Locally grown food is very fresh. It hasn't been stored or refrigerated for long, and it hasn't been transported far. So every bite tastes good.
C.
C. The food doesn't have to travel a long distance from the farm to a distribution center and then to you. It goes only a short distance from the farm to you. This results in less pollution and helps keep the environment clean. D. Buying from local farmers can help the environment in other ways too. When farmers don't make enough money to live on, they are often obliged to sell their farms to land developers. The developers build houses and buildings on the farmland. More houses may cause more pollution and greater demands on natural resources like rivers, lakes, and forests in the area.
E.
E. A typical farm is a beautiful place. It has fields, meadows, woods, and ponds. It provides homes for animals like rabbits, birds, and deer. So, if the farm disappears, the animals may have nowhere to live, and you may have nowhere to go to enjoy nature's beauty.
Next time.
Next time your mom buys vegetables, think about asking her to go to a local farmer's market. You'll have a fun time, and you'll support your local community.
Okay, that's really nice. And that was it, kids. Okay, so don't forget to send pictures of these 2 pages with your name and today's date. And that's it. That was it. Remember that if you have questions, of course, about activity 14 or any of the activities or the topics, please send a message and I'll be glad to help you. And that's it for today, of course. I'll meet you tomorrow. Here as always, I'm going to be glad to see you here as always. Have a nice and beautiful day, kids. I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. Try to be here. I'll see you then. Bye.